पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्र भाष्यकृतौ वंदे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत। ओम शांति शांति शांति। वर्ष नंबर 38। नहि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रम इह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योग संसिद्धा कालेन आत्मनि विन्दति। I repeat one more time. नहि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रम इह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योग संसिद्धः कालेन आत्मनि विन्दति. See the translation. In this world, there is no purifier as great as knowledge. He who has attained purity of heart through a prolonged practice of karma yoga automatically sees the light of truth in the self in course of time. See the one more time the translation. Indeed, there is nothing purifying here comparable to knowledge. One who has become perfected after a long time through yoga realizes that by himself in his own heart. Sri Krishna is explaining about glory of the Gyan, self-realization. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate. Pavitra means what? Pavitra means the pure. In spiritual practices, every spiritual sadhana, every spiritual practice, its purpose is purification of the mind. When we do any ritual, suppose I am going to the temple, then first thought will come my mind. I should take bath. I should wear pure clothes. So I am trying to purify my body. I am trying to remove impurity in my body level. At least which I can do. Then another level is, after having done the purification of the body level, then we have to purify our speech, our tongue. How? The chant of the name of the Lord, any mantra. By this, our speech will be purified. This is the second level. And the final is purification of the mind. The most important thing is purification of the mind. Chitta Suddhi. For that, there are so many spiritual practices. Lord Sri Krishna, in preceding verses, he had said 12, 11 spiritual practices. We are doing chanting. For what? The purpose is purification of the mind. Pilgrimage, in austerity, in meditation, in yoga, whatever sadhana we do, its only purpose is purification of the mind. Not for self. Self is already purified. So there are unlimited means to purify the body, speech, and mind. Unlimited. That is why whatever we do for God, it becomes purified, sacred. If you are giving something to someone, it is not charity. If you think that I am giving this person is also Narayana. In India, here is a thought. We call them Daridra Narayana. Daridra means the poor person. The poor person is also Narayan. The poor person is also God. It's a different form of the God. So I am giving to God. When we connect any our activity, any our thought, any our object to God, it becomes sacred. So there are so many unlimited process of the purification. There are some body level, there are some speech level, and finally there are some purification for the mind. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, but jnanena sadrisham pavitram yana vidyate. The knowledge is the greatest purifier. It makes you purified. Knowledge in itself also purifies, pure. In Upanishads, there is a mantra, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. The knowledge in the self, they are not different. The self-knowledge and the self, they are not different. They are one. So knowledge in itself is also pure. And it makes us purified. In previous talks, I told you, every action has its results. Every action has its consequences. But knowledge does not have any results. Knowledge does not produce any consequence. So knowledge is not productive. Here Sri Krishna says, knowledge is the best purifier. It means knowledge only shows the self. And self is already purified. That is why the purification of the self is not being made by the knowledge. It is there. Knowledge is just making this available to you. So there is nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitram iha vidyate tat sayam yoga sansiddha kale natman vindate. Now see the process. Yoga sansiddha. The word Sri Krishna using here, yoga sansiddha. When we talk about yoga, immediately in our mind, one thought strikes. Thought is yoga means the Patanjali yoga. Yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, etc. But here in the Gita, it does not mean yoga means Patanjali yoga. Yoga means here, yoga sansiddha. Yoga means whatever you have studied in chapter number 3, in chapter number 4. How to act. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Sri Krishna made so many points. Yoga means your worldly duties, your scriptural duties, as is prescribed by the Shastra, you do properly. Whatever your duty is, as a mother, as a father, as a daughter, as a sister, as a citizen, as a society member, as a seeker, as a master, whatever you have duty, just follow. Whatever actions, duties are prescribed by scripture. Do not think about its consequences. So, yoga sansiddha means either you give all your karma to the God. Either you give all your karma to the God, or I am not doer. Here is two ways. Yoga sansiddha means you are either accept that whatever I have done, Govinda tubhyameva samarpaya. Oh God, I am offering to you. Whatever activity, actions I have done, all activities and its fruit, I am offering to you. Todiyam vastu Govinda tubhyameva samarpaya. This is the one path. Another path is, I am not doer. I have not done anything. Yoga sansiddha. You just do. Then kalena atmani bindati. Another word is kalena. It will take time. It is not going to happen overnight. It is not accidental. Do not think someday will come and I would be realized person. It is not accidental. It has its own process. It will take time. It is like this. If someone is doing the doctorate, he wants to become a doctor. So becoming to doctor, there is a procedure. Go to school, then college, then university, then this and this and this. We have to cross the all procedure. We have to follow the all procedure, and then one day will come and you will get certificate of doctor. There is a procedure. So every art has its own procedure. You want to become an engineer, a pilot, any art. It has its own procedure. So this gyan, this understanding, the self-realization also has its own procedure. It is not going to happen overnight. It will take time. So you have to be in patience. And time is not in your hands. It happens once. There was a very great king, and that person was dying. He was in a deathbed. Anytime he could die. And he called his all doctors, physicians, and he said, see, I have everything. I'm satisfied. I do not want anything. Just one desire I have very deeply, and the desire is I want to see face of my grandson. And grandson who was also expected to take birth anytime. So two incidents simultaneously going to happen. One side, the grandfather is going to die. Another side, the grandson is going to take birth. The grandson does not have any desire, but the person, the king, who had everything, so much power, so much wealth, so much everything. He says, I have just one desire. I want to see face of my grandson, then I am okay. I will depart from this world. So no one can do anything. They were waiting. Doctors were there. Property were there. Military were there. Helpless. And then this king was died immediately. The child took birth. So time is not in my hands. Same like sun is rising and setting. It has its own course. We cannot change. Kalen Atmani Vindati, Sri Krishna says, you keep doing your job. You keep doing your all actions, which are supposed to be done by you. Then knowledge will happen. Knowledge will happen it itself. Because you have been doing. You have been doing study, listening, but without preparation, it is not going to happen. Kalen Atmani Vindati, Kalen by time. It will take time. So no forcefully can be gained here. Now next one. Shraddhavan lavate jnanam tatpara sanyatendriyaha jnanam labdha param santim achirenadhigacchati. I repeat. Shraddhavan lavate jnanam tatpara sanyatendriyaha jnanam labdha param santim achirenadhigacchati. See the meaning. He who has faith, who is intent on it, and who has mastered his senses, attains knowledge. Having attained knowledge, he goes soon to supreme peace. See the translation again. He who has mastered his senses is exclusively devoted to his practice, and is full of faith, attains knowledge. Having had the knowledge of truth, he immediately attains supreme peace. This verse is very famous, especially the first part of this mantra, the phrase Shraddhavan Lavate Jnanam. Shraddhavan Lavate Jnanam. He who has faith. Shraddhavan Lavate Jnanam. See the procedure. Sri Krishna said, the Gyan, the understanding, the self-realization is the most purifier of this world, most holier. The question is, what the mean? How I can get this knowledge? In this mantra, Sri Krishna is showing some quality. They must be in sadhak. First is Shraddhavan Lavate Jnanam. Shraddha. See the difference, Shraddha and Vishwas, belief. Shraddha means when we have faith in greatest master, in great master, in higher personality. When we have faith in higher personality, we call Shraddha. When we have faith in lower personality or similar personality, we call it Vishwas, belief. In this world, I have belief in my servant. I have faith in my servant. This faith is not Shraddha. Translation of Shraddha is very difficult. So that is why I am describing it. Faith and Shraddha. I am trying to make understand. When my faith is similar personality or lower personality, we call it belief. When my faith is higher level, in a great master, in a scripture, in Guru or God, we call it Shraddha. Now question is, what the method to develop of the faith or Shraddha? In worldly level, in the world, it happens, we experience something. We experience something. Like when I touched, sometime before I touched the fire, it was hot. Immediately I got a message that touching fire, I will feel, I will experience the hot. I am hungry and I ate food. My hunger satiated. Then one experience took place in my mind. If I am hungry, I should eat the food. Food will give satisfaction in my mind. So food is cause for satisfaction of the hunger. So this is the faith, this is the belief. So worldly beliefs are based on my previous experiences. Whatever I experienced, then I took conclusion. I took judgments. So previous experiences are the base of worldly belief. Sometimes they may wrong, sometimes they may right. But in God, In spirituality, I do not have any experience. In spirituality, I do not have any experience. Totally blind. So I have to have faith. So I have to have faith, either master or scripture. Blindly. Because I do not have any experience about the God, about the spirituality. Very difficult. So blindly faith, it calls Shraddha. And not everywhere. Faith where? In Guru or Shastra. Guru or Shastra. So Sri Krishna says, Shraddhavan lavate jnanam. The first condition is to achieve knowledge. It is faith. Faith in scriptures, faith in great masters, without any question. Then tat paraha. Tat paraha. Because this faith is very blindly. So we have to have great courage. Great courage. Now the question is, I have Shraddha. What is the indication? How do I know I have Shraddha? Sri Krishna says, Tat Paraha. Tat Para means, if someone has faith, then we work sincerely. If someone has faith, whatever he listens from the master, whatever he listens from the scripture, whatever has been told to him, he becomes so sincere. He thinks, I must do it. I must achieve it. Anyhow, in this process, sometimes he fails. He falls. He breaks. But this is a path. But Shraddha is there. He may fall, but he rise again. He may fall, but he heal himself, overcome, because Shraddha is the ground. Shraddha is there. Then tat paraha, without any delay, I have to do, because this is ordered to me. I have to follow. Tat paraha. Another word is sanyatendriya. Sanyatendriya means the senses are in control. Many times we have questioned, it is not possible. How I can control my senses? How can I control my mind? It is like impossible. Sri Krishna says no. It is not that way. If you are really interested, if you really understand its importance, then senses can be controlled. Again, I will give you example. The example of a like becoming doctor who is studying in the school, college, continuously. There are so many obstacles. There are so many obstacles. Senses say something, mind says something, but he is determined. He had decided everything later. First, my job is go to college, go to school, go to this and that. So everyone can control senses. desire, the willpower should be there. Sri Krishna says, Sanyatendriyaha. These are three qualities. There would be Shraddha, then eagerness, and sense controls. Then this self-knowledge automatically will come. Labdhva param santim. And when the self-knowledge, self-understanding, Atma-gyan, Brahma-gyan will take place, what will happen? Krishna says, param santim adhigacchati. When someone gets this knowledge, this understanding, only by this understanding, it becomes another form of the peace. Happiness and that person is not different. They are one. Param Santim, ultimate happiness, ultimate, endless happiness. Today, we get happiness for some time. We enjoy happiness. There are many kinds of happiness in our life. We know the taste of happiness, but this happiness ends immediately. It comes followed by unhappiness. Sri Krishna says, Param Shantim Achirenadi Gachati, immediate, without delay, when realization happens, Param Shantim, absolute, ultimate happiness he can experience. Now, next one. Agyasya sraddadhanasya sansayatma vinashyati nayam lokvasti na paro na sukham sansayatmanah. I repeat. Agyasya sraddadhanasya sansayatma vinashyati nayam lokvasti na paro na sukham sansayatmanah. See the translation. Sri Krishna says, he who lacks discrimination is devoid of faith and is at the same time possessed of doubt, is lot of spiritual faith. For the doubting soul, there is neither this world nor the world beyond, nor even happiness. See the translation again. One who is ignorant and faithless and has a doubting mind perishes. Neither this world nor the next, nor happiness exists for one who has doubting mind. Now Sri Krishna is giving opposite character. Opposite. Just opposite. In previous verse we have studied Shraddha and Gyan, self-realization and clearance in the mind. Here Sri Krishna is giving another opposite character. He is saying like a person who does not have the faith. Faith where? In scripture, in masters. He may have faith in the worldly objects, but it is not meaningful. So Sri Krishna is warning here. Agyasya sraddadhanasya, think there is a person who does not have the faith in scriptures, in masters. Without faith, he may listen. I'm great master. He may study great scriptures, Gita, Upanishads. He may study. He may understand its translation. Knowledge is everywhere. But without faith, without that understanding, Sri Krishna says, that person is agya. He may know what is written in Gita. He may know what is written in the Upanishad. Having known, even Krishna says, no, he is not knower. Agyasya asraddhadhanasya sansay atma vinishyati. Sansayat. Sansayatma, sansay means doubt. See the field of the doubt and field of the beyond of the doubt. We do opposite. We have faith in the worldly objects and we doubt the God. We doubt scripture. We doubt master. We do opposite way. Sri Krishna is saying here, we should doubt in the worldly objects. Upanishads are saying, parikshalokan karmachitan brahmano niravedam ayat. Parikshichitan, you doubt. You examine every object. You examine, you test every object, every person, every condition. It is true or not. Whatever you have, through your past karmas, your conditions, your circumstances, your family, your property, pariksha, test, examine. Doubt should be there. And the God should be doubtless. Sansay Atma means what we do opposite way. We have faith in the world and we do not have faith in the Atma, soul. Sri Krishna says, this is Sansay Atma. Sansay Atma. Agyasya sraddhanasya sansay atma vinashyati. That person will not achieve any kind of happiness. Vinashyati means he will not get happiness. If someone is not have any faith, agyasya asraddhanasya, 3 points. One is without understanding, another is without faith, a third one is with doubt. For this person, Sri Krishna is saying, Nayam loko asti. Forget about the God. Forget about the ultimate happiness. That person not happy even in this world. If I have doubt everywhere, if I have doubt in my people, husband doubts with wife has doubt with husband, with kids, with family, with parents, with society. If I have doubt everywhere, how could be I happy? Doubt should be there, but it in limits. Nayam lokosti. If I have doubt everywhere, sometime someone can give me poison in my food. If I go to road, someone will hit. If I go to plane may crash. Yes, it may happen. But you have to have faith. Nayam lokosti. Sri Krishna says, forget about the world of the spirituality. Na paro, na sukham, na paro. And that loka, after death, the spirituality, the God, they are not possible from na sukham, happiness, sansayatmana. So Sri Krishna is condemning that person, the doubtful person. Its life becomes so miserable. So this is opposite character. Now next one. Yoga sanyasta karmanam jnana sanchinna sansayam atmavantam na karmani nibadhananti dhananjaya. I repeat. Yoga sanyasta karmanam jnana sanchinna sansayam atmavantam na karmani nibadhananti dhananjaya. Sri Krishna is saying here, O Arjun, action do not bind him who has dedicated all his actions to God according to the spirit of Karma Yoga, whose doubts have been dispelled by wisdom and who is self-possessed. See the translation again. Sri Krishna is saying here, O Arjun, action do not bind one who has renounced actions through yoga, whose doubts has been fully dispelled by knowledge and who is not inadvertent. In this verse, Sri Krishna is concluding two chapters, chapter number 3 and 4. Only in two words, two phrases, yoga sanyasta karamanam, jnana sanchinna sansaya. You may remember, in previous, Lord Sri Krishna says, Arjun asked, O Krishna, you are confusing me. Sometimes you are saying that Jnana Yoga is the better. Sometimes you are saying that Karma Yoga is the good. Why are you confusing me? Give me direct. Arjun, this the way. Give me one point. Why are you confusing me? I am already confused. And Sri Krishna said, Arjun, I am not confusing you. I am making clear to you. There are two paths. Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga. And they are not opposite each other. They are complement each other. Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. They do not oppose each other. They are complementary each other. One is Jnana Yoga, another is Karma Yoga. So Sri Krishna here concluding both chapters, 3rd and 4th, only in two words. See the beauty of the Gita. Yoga sanyasta karmanam. Arjun, think about a seeker. Just imagine about a seeker who has three qualities. One is yoga sanyasta karam, another is jnana sanchinna sansaya, third one is atmavan. Let's understand what Sri Krishna is trying to say. First is karma, yoga sanyasta karmanam. Yoga sannyas. 3 points were taken by Lord here. These must be understood by a seeker. First is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga means you have studied already. Sri Krishna just summarized. He just summarizing. You know that. Means renunciation of action. What way? Act without acting. Act without doing. It is paradoxical statement. Listen carefully. We are acting and do not doing anything. A seeker doing and not doing. The question is, how is it possible? You are saying he's a doer and not doer. Sri Krishna says karma yoga will make difference. Two persons are doing same action, same method, same intent. But one may be a seeker, another may be a worldly person. Because of that karma yoga, the karma will take very different path. Karma yoga will make difference. The one person is doing for himself. Another person is doing as a duty which is given by the God. It's a karma yoga. I am not doer. Another word is Sri Krishna is saying Jnana Sanchinna Sansaya. It is like this. Jnana Sanchinna Sansaya. Karma yoga what does? It makes our inner instrument pure. It gives power. If our inner instrument is strong, pure, calm, quiet, it may have strength, more strength. It is have capacity to produce any good thought. It is like you prepare a land for a seed. So preparation has been done. But you have to sow some seeds. So yoga sannyasta karmana means your mind, inner instrument is ready to accept the seed. Seed of the knowledge. Jnana sanchinna sansayam. Then knowledge comes, knowledge takes place, and all the doubts becomes clear. So these two words, they covers two chapters, third and fourth. And its result is Atmavantam. Atmavantam. Very beautiful word. Atmavantam. Like you have a house, you have property, you have family, you have a society, you have bank balance, but you don't have yourself. Your possession is very big. You have body. You may say, my body, my mind, my intellect, my eyes, my hand, my leg. You possess. You have them. But I do not have myself. Self is not there. I know the body, I know the mind, I know the objects, so I can say my body, my house, my property, my family, my country, but I do not have self, so I cannot say myself. Here Sri Krishna says, Atmavantam, this person, only this person has self. Atmavantam. It looks very difficult, but not. It is a process. If someone follows this process, automatically this state will come. Otherwise, there is no other path. Atmavantam, this person is with the self. Like I am with the house, I am with the car, I'm with the family, I'm with the nation. That person with the self. Atmavantam. Arjun, this person cannot be bound by the action. Karmani nibaddhate. Now, last one. Tasmad ajnana sambhutam hritastham jnanasinatmana chittvenam sansayam yogam atishto tishta bharata. I repeat. Tasmad ajnana sambhutam hritastham jnanasinatmana chittvenam sansayam yogam atishto tishta bharata. See the translation. Sri Krishna says, O Arjun, therefore, thus cutting off by means of knowledge sword the doubt that has sprung from ignorance and exists in your heart. Practice the yoga. Stand up, O descendant of Bharat. See the translation one more time. Sri Krishna is saying, therefore, thus cutting off by means of knowledge sword the doubt that has sprung from ignorance and exists in your heart. Practice the yoga. Stand up. Arjun, stand up. Now, he's concluding. Tasma, therefore, still he was talking about to philosophy. He was giving explanation, doctrine to everyone. Commonly, he was talking. Every sadhak can listen. Every sadhak can practice. Every sadhak can understand. Now Sri Krishna becomes particular. Now he talks to the Arjun. He says, O Arjun, Uttishta, stand up. This is the message. This is the order. Ajnana sambhutam ritastham. Just cut off your doubts. Where are doubts? How can I cut them? Where they are? Sri Krishna says, they are in your heart. Doubts are in your mind. Doubts are in your intellect. If they are in my heart, in my mind, how can I cut? Sri Krishna says, cut by the knowledge. Knowledge and doubt, they are same ground. Irastastam jnanasinatmana. Because Sri Krishna and Arjun both are standing in the war field. Arjun is a warrior. He is in a war battlefield with the weapons like sword, bow. He could understand very easily that language of the sword, language of the arrow. So that is why Sri Krishna is connecting Arjun with that word. O Arjun, tasmad ajnanam sambhutam. This doubt is because of your ignorance. There is no other any ground. Doubt is because of ignorance. Ignorance is where? In your heart. So that is why, because of the ignorance, the doubt also is in your heart. And you have to cut them in your heart. How? What the means? Means is jnanasinatmanaha. Your understanding, your knowledge is stored for them. Chittayanam. Cut. Sri Krishna is giving direct order. Arjun, cut. You have to remove. You have to remove totally your doubts. Doubts about the self. Doubt about the karma yoga. Doubt about the gods. And these doubts can be cut only by the Jnanasinatmana, sword of the knowledge. Then Arjun, when your doubts will disappear, you will stand in yoga. Yogam atishtha. You will establish yourself in yoga. Not in the body. Now you are in the body. Body may be gross, body may be subtle. It makes no difference. Having attained this knowledge, you will stand in yoga. The all good and bad effects will be remain in your under, not in your label. Arjun, Uttishta, stand up. He gives direct instruction to Arjun, stand up. Stand up means not for only fight. Not only, Sri Krishna is not saying fight. He says, stand up. Be ready. Whatever your duty is, if you are a warrior, like when electricity comes, all devices starts their work. Some will give light, some may air, some may cool, heat, according to their nature. Sri Krishna says, Uttishta, stand up and do your duties. You will not get attached with the karma. Karma cannot attach to you. You will not suffer. And thus, we have completed chapter number 4. So thank you very much, because this chapter took long time and we took some rest. So thank God we have completed, and thank you to you also. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Sankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashikritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Isharo Gururatmiti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Chinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayeta. Om Shanti Shanti.